for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way because repair bills don't ask permission. They just show up. That's why I have CarShield, coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
Thanks for listening to Miami Marlins Baseball on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
Marlins Baseball is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner Hoffman, Greg and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
Time for the 10th inning show on the home of the Marlins, WQAM. Here's the radio voice of the Marlins, Jack McMullen.
Well, weekend to forget in Detroit, surely, for the Miami Marlins. They fall 8-2 in the series finale with the Tigers. Tarek Skubal took a no-hitter into the sixth inning of work. He went 6 2/3, a one-run ball. And Sandy struggled for the first time this year against Sandy Alcantara in his 6 innings, 10 hits and 7 earned runs against him. Jack McMullen, Rod Allen breaking it down for you. Offensively, weekend to forget, 3 runs in 3 ball games for the Fish. You just hope that a plane ride and a trip to Hartsfield-Jackson in Atlanta will rid the offense of all the bad juju right now, and you get going at Truist Park tomorrow.
That's what's special about this game. I mean, you have a bad weekend. You still play a ball game tomorrow. You can come out tomorrow and start a 3-game winning streak before you go back to Loan Depot Park, where we've played much better baseball. For whatever reason, we just have not been able to get it done on the road as of yet. 1-5 on the road. But for me, this game was won and lost in the very first inning.
Yeah.
The 0-2 change up to Dingler, the ball that was hit out of the ballpark. With Skubal on the mound, you could just sense that this game was over. And Sandy did not have it today. Anytime Sandy's given up 4 and 5 hits in any one inning with the stuff that he has, he doesn't have it.
What was it in particular with Sandy Alcantara? So you mentioned the 0-2 change up to Dingler. That was a 3-run homer. But after that, it just kind of seemed like there were some hits piling up against him. And we really hadn't seen that from Sandy at all.
It seemed like they were on everything, Jack. I mean, whether it was the sweeper, or whether it was the change up that Dingler hit, whether it was the breaking ball down the bottom of the zone, the Carpenter hit, Baez hit a fastball, McGonigal hit a couple of fastballs. Whatever he threw, it seemed like they were all over it today.
Yeah. Rod Allen, appreciate you. I'll meet you on the jet.
All right, boss.
All right, when we come back, we'll play the highlights here. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network. To Marlins fans, the Miami Marlins Foundation 50-50 raffle is open even when the team is on the road. While the Marlins are away, fans across Florida can still get in on the action by purchasing raffle tickets for a chance to win 50% of the jackpot, with the rest supporting the foundation's wellness, empowerment, and youth baseball and softball programs. Plus, during away games, every ticket purchase comes with double the chances to win. Don't miss out. Get your tickets now and support a great cause. Visit marlins.com/raffle for more information.
Mikasuki Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
The Ritz-Carlton Key Biscayne, Miami invites you to discover a new era of coastal luxury following its $100 million transformation, where open-air design and sweeping ocean views create a seamless connection to the sea. Set across 17 acres of pristine beachfront, the resort blends island serenity with the dynamic rhythm of Miami. Experience the calm between the currents of city and sea, and reserve at ritzcarlton.com or call 1-800-542-8680.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to loandepot.com and let us help get you home. That's loandepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
This is Tyler Phillips, and you're listening to the 10th Inning Show with Jack McMullen on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, 10th Inning Show continues here. The Marlins fall to the Detroit Tigers 8-2, the final score today. How did this one sound? Well, let's play the highlights here. We got to the bottom of the first inning in an ace-off. This was branded as the pitching matchup of the year, and it was totally on paper. Sandy Alcantara was throwing like the best pitcher in baseball at the outset of the year. Tarek Skubal, the reigning back-to-back Cy Young Award winner in the American League. But unfortunately, it was Dylan Dingler that opened scoring against Sandy in the home first. 0-2. That one turned on, hit high in the air, out to left and deep. Hernandez is back at the track, at the wall, and it's gone. It sails over the Tiger bullpen. Dylan Dingler turns on a ball and hits his third home run of the year. And Sandy Alcantara just got punched in the mouth for the first time this year. The only earned runs on Sandy's book before this came when he was out of the ball game. But that a 3-run first inning homer, and it's 3-0 Detroit in the bottom of the first. All right, so Dylan Dingler, again, with that swing, made it 3-0 Tigers. And then there was really not much going on as we got into the middle innings. But Detroit added one more thanks to a career first from Kevin McGonigal. Now Kevin McGonigal ready for the first pitch, and McGonigal hits one high in the air out to right. He flips the bat, admires his work, and he's got his first major league homer. He's 21 years old, and this kid is a serious problem. A solo home run for Kevin McGonigal. It's 4-0 Detroit in the bottom of the fifth. Meanwhile, there was nothing doing for the Marlin offense against Tarek Skubal. Skubal took a no-hitter into the 6th inning, but Austin Slater did end up breaking it up. As we pushed a little bit further in the ballgame, Detroit tacked a couple more runs on the board, and a big swing from Kerry Carpenter helped put this game out of reach. 1-2. That one reached for and drilled high in the air out to right. Slater gives it a look, and it sneaks out. It's gone. Kerry Carpenter just met a sweeper at his shoe tops, and he busted out the 5-iron to leave the yard. A 2-run homer to right, and it's the 3rd homer of the ball game off Sandy Alcantara. 6 runs for the Tigers, all 6 via the long ball, and it's 6-0 Detroit in the bottom of the 6th. Kerry Carpenter with that 2-run homer, he ended up making it 6-0, and then the 3 spot, the final blow in that 3-run bottom of the 6th came from Javier Baez. Ground ball could get Alcantara out of a 6th inning. First pitch. Baez laces one into right center field. Falling quickly. That is in for a base hit. They're going to wave Torkelson. Marcy's throw is going to third. It's up the line, the outfield side, and everybody's safe. Baez pushed to second on the throw. It's an RBI single. Torkelson in to score. McKinstry goes first to third, and it's 7-0 Detroit in the bottom of the 6th. So that ended up chasing Sandy Alcantara from the ball game. Sandy would finish the 6th inning, but again, in 6 innings of work, it was 10 hits and 7 earned runs against him. So again, that Baez RBI That made it 7-0, but Jacob Marcy, he needed to get a weight off his back. It was his return to Detroit, the city that he grew up in, and the ballpark he grew up coming to, and he did that in a solid way in the back third of this ballgame. The 1-2 to Marcy. That one hit high in the air, out to right down the line. Long run for Kerry Carpenter. He's still going, and he cannot make the catch. That rolls all the way to the wall, and Marcy is headed to third. Throw just now coming in, and Jacob Marcy will pull into third with a leadoff triple. That has to feel so good for Mr. Jacob Marcy. Hitter later, Otto Lopez. He drove him in for the first Marlin run. Ready for the 1-1. And he drills a ball out. 0-1. Lopez lifts that one high in the air, out to right down the line, deep enough to plate Marcy. Carpenter into the corner makes the catch, but Marcy will tag and score from third base. So it's a sacrifice fly. Otto Lopez drives in Jacob, and the Fish on the board. They've got more work to do. It's 7-1 in the road 7. Now the big swing from Otto Lopez. Again, Otto drove in both runs for the Fish today. Ready for the 1-1. And he drills a ball out to left and deep. Green is working back. He leaps up, and he can't get it. It is gone. It ramps up the Little Caesars pizza signage in between the bullpens, and Otto Lopez drills a solo homer. It's his second long ball on the year, and it's 8-2 Detroit in the top of the ninth. But unfortunately, the Tigers would tack on one more in the bottom of the eighth, and after that Otto homer, the Fish went down, and that was all she wrote in Detroit this weekend. 2-1. Edwards hits that one high out to left. Should be fairly easy for Riley Green. Drifting towards the chuck. He makes the catch, and that is the ball game.
Let's go to Atlanta. Let's pack up the bus. Let's get on the plane, and let's go to hot Atlanta.
Detroit was not nice. Just 3 runs for the Marlins over the weekend. They fall in the series finale in an ace-off. 8-2 to the Detroit Tigers at Comerica Park. That's how this one sounded. When we come back, you'll hear from the skipper, Clayton McCullough. 10th Inning Show continues next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Miccosukee Casino and Resort is your place in Miami to live it up and play on. Unleash the excitement of slots, high-stakes bingo, and 24/7 poker action. Indulge in exquisite dining at La Brisa and handcrafted cocktails at Tempt Lounge. Unwind in our elegant rooms and suites as you elevate your entertainment around the clock. And check out our new Little Trail Casino on I-75, exit 49. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort, voted best casino in Miami. Visit Miccosukee.com for more.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Get to Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac for our 80th anniversary sale. 2026 optics, $329 a month at Edmore's Sawgrass Cadillac. Approved credit cards and transportation vehicles. Sports.TS 115239, less than 5K miles, 24 month lease. $39.99 down, 0 security plus tax tag title fees.
Get anniversary savings at Edmore Sawgrass Chevrolet during Chevy Truck Month. 26 Silverados, supplier pricing, and no payments for 90 days. Chevy, together let's drive.
Approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase through preferred lender. Select models plus tax tag title fees. Dealer has details.
10th Inning Show continues here. Marlins fall to the Detroit Tigers 8-2, the final score on Sunday afternoon. Jack McMullen here guiding you through this one. Clayton McCullough spoke after this one. Again, it was just a weekend to forget offensively. 3 runs in 3 ball games for the Marlins. Here's the skipper after this one.
Clayton, just collectively this weekend, what do you think led to the sweep?
Yeah, tough series. I mean, credit to Detroit. I mean, I thought they pitched well, really for 3 days. Offensively, we didn't really string a whole lot together, and a few chances we had, we weren't able to cash in. So I think they came through with some big hits, and were able to get early leads and these games in the series and kind of play downhill. So I think they did a lot of things well in this series, and we just didn't do enough to come away with one.
How do you prep for someone like Skubal?
I mean, yeah, he's tough. I mean, he's going to fill up the zone, and it's a good, very good heater. The changeup, breaking ball. So there's a reason why he's won Cy Youngs back to back. He's a really good pitcher. So I think that's when you come out and you look to be aggressive. You look to get something try to get something up out over the plate and be ready to hit. And if that means, there are going to be some quicker innings, I think you just have to live with trying to take your shots, because he generally is just going to fill up the zone. And so, a little bit there, I guess in the seventh, got on some, but he's good for a reason.
What'd you take from Sandy today?
Yeah, I mean, you think two swings that sometimes you tip your cap to the hitter. I think the first inning, a couple well-placed hits, and then, Dingler, really, nice swing on a changeup running in on him to pull his hands in there and be able to elevate that pitch. And then the one that, I believe it was Carpenter, later on, well executing. It was sweeper, down by shoelaces, and kind of credit to him. Don't say it was a bad pitch. I think he just, it was good hitting, and for him to be able to take that pitch, locate it where it was, and hit it out, tough break. But I think it really kind of came down to a couple, big swings with people on, and I think their guys, just put some good swings. But really, on that, once I got through the first, Sandy was cruising along and was, keeping us right in striking distance. We were, one inning ourselves away from being back in that game.
In the sixth, how much longer would you have been able to keep him in? I think we had 9 batters at the plate.
Yeah, it was getting close. He went out for the sixth with a pretty good count, enough certainly to get through that inning, and then they created some traffic and got guys on at this point. And they're his guys out there. Give him a chance to try to get through it and keep his own own runs off the board, and he was able to get the ground out and do that. So. That was going to be the sixth was probably going to be it, unless it had been incredibly economical.
Any positives you take away from this series?
The positives is this is just part of the season, and we're 16 games I think in now, and to think that there weren't going to be stretches or series that were more frustrating than others, I think we'd be kidding ourselves. And so I think the positives for me are what's happened has happened, and so now. You just make a choice. We're going to get on a plane, head to Atlanta for a big series down there, 3 games, and just look to go play well tomorrow. So, Otto's swinging the bat very well. So I think, look, we'll always try to take some of the positives. For me, it's just, what are you going to do? Nobody wanted to go down this way. This is the way it is. And we either can, have a short memory and get back on it tomorrow. And I believe, I know our guys, that's how they approach it.
All right, that was Clayton McCullough after this one. Again, 8-2 loss for the Marlins. Sandy Alcantara was amazing. Through 3 starts, he was, I think inarguably, with bias included, the best pitcher in baseball through the front 3 turns. But 6 innings, 10 hits, and 7 runs today. A couple of big swings, as Clayton McCullough said. Let's hear from Sandy after his start.
Sandy, especially after that first inning, what are some of the challenges for your outing today?
First, I want to say thanks, God, for keeping me up in the game. First inning, 3 runs, just trying to forget what happened in the first inning, just be out there fighting any bad innings, get trouble in the 5th, I think, right? 5th, 4th inning. It just happened, just when you miss and when you leave your pitches in the middle, so they make a really good contact.
Was there a pitch that you were looking for today? Just kind of give me how you felt today overall.
Everything feels good, so that's what I'm always looking for, feeling good on the mound, trying to do my best out there, trying to go 7 innings, try to give my team the lead to win the game, it's not happened, but we feel bad because we get swept today, but we got to go to the Brave tonight, get some rest, be ready for tomorrow, and give our best like always and trying to win the game.
That first inning, the changeup, were you okay with the pitch? Was it a different location that you wished?
I'm okay with the pitch. It should have been a different location. Just made it miss middle in, right? And when you miss, you pay. So I think he was ready for it.
What about the sweeper to Carpenter? Was there anything else you could have done? It seemed like the location was pretty good.
Great location. I don't know how he hit that pitch. So. Tried to throw my best one, and he just get in front of the plate.
Was there anything that was off or different today compared to your previous starts that maybe was a location or just a feel for a specific pitch that led to, the runs being scored?
Maybe just a little bit out of the location, but we got to give them some credit. They was very patient and aggressive, swing at the bat. and they make me throw a lot of pitches, you know. So it is what it is, and we gotta take it.
The last three series you guys have faced teams that were in the postseason last year. What can you guys take away as a team of how you stack up against them in the early going?
You know, just forget what happened in this series. You know, prepare ourselves for our next couple of games. You know, and try to win the most game that we can, and go back to Miami and do our best.
That was Sandy Alcantara after this one again. 6 innings of 7-run baseball, and the Marlins fall 8-2. Fisher swept in Detroit. When we come back, we will tie a bow on the show. 10th Inning Show concludes next on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, Gregg, and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
Out here, if you're doing nothing, you're doing everything right. Though on a cruise with Norwegian, even if you're doing nothing, you're still basking in the warm sun, enjoying the peaceful ocean waves. You're breathing. Don't forget about breathing. Definitely need to be breathing. So you get to do nothing or everything, but you still need to be breathing. It's like really important.
Experience the difference with cruises to Alaska, the Caribbean, and Europe. Norwegian Cruise Line. It's different out here. Visit ncl.com, call your travel advisor, or 1-888-NCL-CRUISE. Norwegian Cruise Line ships registry to the Bahamas and USA.
Well, thank goodness we're getting out of Detroit, Michigan. Marlins swept by the Tigers. It was 2-0 on Friday. It was a tough loss on Saturday afternoon, and then today 8-2 at the hands of Tarek Skubal and the Detroit Tigers. But Fish are back at it in a different city tomorrow. We go to Truist Park in Atlanta after the game here in a matter of moments. And the Marlins will send Yuri Perez to the Hill tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. opposite Grant Holmes and Atlanta. The Braves are 9-6. The Marlins will enter at 8-8. And this is the first NL East matchup that the Fish will play this year. Again, 7:15 first pitch tomorrow, 6:30 Marlins on Deck begins with Steven Strom live on X and YouTube. Huge thank you to Trevor Harris in studio this afternoon. For Steven, for Rod Allen, I'm Jack McMullen saying so long from Comerica Park. Marlins fall 8-2. This has been a presentation of Miami Marlins baseball on the Marlins Radio Network.